Well, I want to talk about a recurring problem owners have, which is employees leave the company, start a competing business. What rights do you have? How do you protect yourself? So
See it all the time.
it happens all the time. In this case, it was the CEO of the company called Mocha. His name was Mr. Bernier, and he is alleged to have started a company called Penley Systems, and he got sued by Mocha for a whole variety of alleged misdeeds, including accessing and removing property that didn't belong to him, belonged to Mocha, and a whole variety of other claims. The narrow decision that came down was over whether or not the claims were subject to an arbitration clause, and everything had to be decided in arbitration. But I think the case illustrates these cases. It's kind of a typical situation. And I always talk about how folks need to not think about agreements as boilerplate, because they get into trouble when they just think of them as boilerplate. And I think this is also a good example of that. So anyway, Mr. Bernier was the CEO. He signed an employment agreement back in 2007. And that agreement had a provision in it that said all claims or disputes arising out of this letter agreement and any claims relating to your employment will be decided by arbitration, binding arbitration, and the American Arbitration Association was going to be the provide for who the arbitrator would be. So that's 2007. Mr. Bernier is the CEO of the company. 3 years later, there's a confidentiality and non-solicitation agreement prepared and signed. So
3 years later, not even
3 years later. So when the employment agreement gets signed, there's no covenant not to compete, there's no trade secret agreement, there's no confidentiality agreement, there doesn't appear to be a non-solicitation of employee agreement, doesn't have some of the sort of basic things. You got this letter agreement that says arbitration. Fast forward 3 years, now we have a confidentiality and non-solicitation agreement.